Thank you, Preeti, and thanks for sharing that fact. It's pretty interesting that how AI is revolutionizing every field out there. So, up next, we will explore a range of AI tools that can elevate your technical writing from research and drafting to editing visuals and documentation platforms. So, I'm happy to invite Punit Srivastava. Punit brings over 23 years of industry experience, including 20 plus years in technical documentation. Both as a manager and individual contributor, he worked across domains like IT infrastructure, storage, telecom, and healthcare with a strong focus on delivering quality content on time. And I don't think Puneet needs a introduction like this on a TWT event, but still, thank you, Puneet, and over to you.
Thank you so much, Rahul, for the introduction. Yeah, it feels awkward to be introduced, but yeah, thanks for that. And yeah, thank you everyone for joining. And I hope everything is going fine here with all of you. Now, in today's session, as you say, see tools in technical writing from planning to delivery. And I have a very short span of 25 minutes. So primarily, uh, this session will be more about sharing names, also the thought process behind how to use AI tools, when to use, and that we will be covering. So, yep, we will be talking about benefits and future ahead also, but that's not the main focus. The main focus of this session is sharing with you at what stage of DDLC, which AI tools should you use, and which are the popular ones. Now, just a disclaimer here, in these tools that I will be showcasing here, first of all, that's not the end of the world. There are many more tools. You all know how AI is being used. Number two, uh, you will also see the tools list where some of them I have used for my work. I have been using right now also. And some of them, we run groups and all. So I keep interacting. So what others are doing. So some of them are from that company. Okay. So with this, let's see. So first question is why AI matters in technical writing. I don't think it needs further introduction with so many wonderful sessions going on. Just one line in case you are thinking, anybody is thinking that AI is just a thing of sideline. It's not the main thing. Please correct your thinking, get into it, make some good friendship with it, you know, and because AI is no more just a support tool, it's an integral part. And that we have been seeing on different kind of posts by different kind of presentations, how it is impacting even the world of technical writing. Before I get started with my list of tools and when to use, I have an open question to all of you where you can either quickly unmute and answer, or else you can just write in the chat also. Where do you think we use AI in doc work? And when I say doc work, I hope everybody agrees doc work is not just one word. There are different phases to it. Okay. So where do you think, even if you haven't used, all are free to answer, type, guys, editorial and writing.
I might be in creating content and reviewing to rewrite. We can use it. Yep.
Wonderful. So it's not only between for creating content, also for reviewing also.
Yep.
Both. Wonderful. Okay. Initial drafts, analysis, publishing, all the manual tasks, all phases. Yep. Okay. I don't think I need anything more to present. Those are part of my presentation anyway. Yep. Okay, great. Thank you so much. And the only missing piece I see here when you, oh, okay, there is one. Dimple has mentioned that visual aids. Visual aid is also part of technical writing, right? So when we say technical writing, it's not just about those 5 phases of DDLC or content strategy. Visuals, how are we doing it? We need to take care of. So, okay, thank you so much for helping and sharing your thoughts. In short, if we divide overall our work, so like someone mentioned, so in the same way, I can use the shortcut from planning to delivery. whatever work we do, at every stage, we need to use different kind of tools. With AI tools, the only thing I would like to remind all of you is, look, AI tools, if you just think about AI as something very scary, then yes, it is scary. But remove the word AI and think about tools. Don't you think that in different phases of DDLC, we anyway need different kind of tools? There are very few all work. Just the technical documentation tool, we say, right? If you go to, say, Wikipedia, and there you just search for technical documentation tools, I'm not talking about AI, there will be a page and it lists more than 200 tools. And out of those 200 tools, I'm sure 100 tools at least you must be familiar with. Okay. So anyway, for different phases, we had different tools. AI is just new addition. And again, for AI also, for different phases, different tools will be useful. Some of the names, like if we say stage one, planning and research, what exactly you do? What is your goal here? You gather information. Now, when you talk about AI, how do you use AI in this? It can help you generate outlines, structure some content of the outline. And if you find some concepts pretty complex, which often happens, especially when you're working in a software company where the product or the domain is too technical, at times it goes over the head, right? Unless we are from computer science background. So in those kind of simplification, you can always use tools. Here is just one example. Of course, there are many more ways where you can use your prompts and try to use. If we divide for planning and research, overall, I could feel that all the tools probably can be categorized, one as general purpose AI assistants and other as research focused tools, depending upon the way they allow us to search and the kind of accuracy they provide. So here are some tools. And please remember, you don't need to read all of this because we will be sharing the startup document with you. It will have all this, and these PPTs will be shared. Here, these names are just for reference. So you can see out of all these, so some of them I have used, and what are the key features, what could be the best use. And yes, everything has limitations. So even each of these tools will have some limitations. Some of those will be directly helping in your technical documentation work. Some of you may not. Okay. So, but yep. So these are some tools. And again, as I said, these are not the only tools. There are many more tools. So for planning and research, such tools will be there. And you can start with ChatGPT. Of course, it's the most popular one. And for planning and research and for a small thing, one small example I will give. Um, I was just trying to prepare a welcome post for this event. Okay. And for that, I provided the website link of the event, the website link that you might have got to register for this event. Okay. I used ChatGPT. I used Gemini. I used Copilot just for fun, just to see, and all these, when I used the same question, I put that, okay, this is the link. Give me a nice welcome link based on this, whatever information, and just provide the link. And I'm not sure if my question should have been different because there are many people who have been talking about type of prompts, but Chat GPT picked it as his full detail properly, the answer I wanted. Gemini was still okay. Copilot was clueless. We have a website. I was providing the direct link. It is get extracting data from other links of my website. And when I said, why aren't you picking this link, which I'm sharing? It says, sorry, for this, I don't have server connection. So I was surprised. For that link, you don't have server connection. But for other links on my website, which I'm not sharing, you have server connection. So yeah, I'm not saying Copilot is bad, please. I'm not advocating anything. I'm just saying what all you know already, we need to be careful. We can't just use blindly. Okay. So this is for planning and research. Coming back, second phase, as I said, drafting and authoring. Again, think about your purpose when you draft or when you author. What exactly is your goal? Here, when you use some specific AI tools, what will they do? Now, again, when you're drafting and authoring, here we need to be more careful, probably for because we're, as technical writers, when you are drafting, those are the content that are directly related to your product, which is yet to be released, not the product, but the feature on which you are working. Okay. And you are authoring for that part. So please don't take your authoring content to public GPTs. Your company may be providing you some these days, many companies are providing, okay, they are providing private GPTs and all. So those content which you are supposed to author, which will be published after the release, please don't use those content in public domain. Okay. So, but otherwise, this is the way you can use it. And again, here we can categorize the tools into general purpose drafting AIs like ChatGPT, Jasper, Notion AI, and there are many more. And then there are some which have been customized a bit more for technical docs. Okay. So GitHub Pilot, we have already seen the discussion going on during Gayatri's session. And on GitHub Copilot, we have some demos also displayed, so we know how useful it is actually. So in short, if we want to understand through an image, what do we do? And this image I have placed just knowingly because many people think that, okay, where are technical writers now? When in this AI world, where are technical writers? So here are technical writers. After this draft from AI, it does need a human review. And that human review, again, for that kind of human review, you need to have a technical writing mindset. Okay, because what content fits and all that only you will decide. So that's how, yes, you are still valuable. Role is shifting a bit, but you are still valuable. Okay. In terms of tools, again, the same kind of table. So I have for ChatGPT, Jasper. So I have used four of them actually. And Grammarly, anyway, all of we use. Quillbot, I have just played around just for the sake of this. And Notion, I think you must have heard a lot already about it. GitHub Copilot, So these are indeed useful tools. But yep, please remember what to use it for, and you are not crossing company's privacy line. Please be very careful. Always in this phase, in drafting and authoring tool phase, and plus next phase that I will be sharing, always take a permission from your company that, okay, whether can I use these tools or not. Okay. So then comes our number 3 part, editing and reviewing. What do you see? We basically review for technical thing and then for also for editorial purpose, right? So editorial purpose is very nice. So somebody was talking about a style guide and all. So in the past also, there are some, I think, sessions which we had also conducted where some of the technical writers from who are in our groups, okay, they have created some tools which integrates IBM style guide, which integrates MSTP also. Okay, so that also provides you a complete report. Apart from that, in the popular world, you can divide those editors as general purpose editors like Grammarly, ProWriting Aid, and others. And then you have enterprise grade compliance editors. In all this, I am hopeful that at least Acrolinks you must have heard of. It's a very old tool. I think I used it in 2010 or so. And this was one tool which was at that time the only tool which allowed us that kind of review, and very nice reviews. Okay. And it gives your company the freedom to feed the parameters for every data, whatever style guide you are for. But yeah, the flip side is it's very costly. So that's why it's enterprise. Now coming to today's world, we have Grammarly. That there is free version, there is premium version, and I'm not sure about yeah. And of course, at the end of the session, if somebody differs or somebody has different idea, Grammarly versus Acrolinks. I have used Grammarly enterprise version also. I have used Acrolinks enterprise version also. Grammarly is no match. Okay. I would say Grammarly is a kid's play. That's it. Fine. American English, a bit of tone here and there. Fair enough. But from a technical writing standards, even I thought free version is not so good. But even for enterprise version, I didn't find it that useful. Okay, but yep, probably if somebody has some other experience, we will discuss in the end of the session. So there are other tools also. Some of them you might be knowing, some of them you can try. There are browser-based tools also. So please remember there will be browser-based tools. Browser-based tools will be only accessible when you are using internet, and there will be tools that you can download. The moment you download, it will be working on your whole laptop or a computer. Okay. In terms of when you say, sorry, this editing and reviewing, if we divide, the heading is wrong here. It's not drafting and authoring tools. This is for editing and reviewing tools comparison. So if we divide it into accuracy, readability, compliance style, if you think about three main parameters, then which tool performs at what level? I could see only 2 to 3 tools which are helping you with all of those. Others have limitations. Okay, so accordingly, you can decide for individual level or else for the organizations. Last part, publishing and delivery. So in publishing and delivery, you know what you do, you publish, you deliver, you have your own platforms, you have your own mode of publishing. How does AI help you? AI gets into that model and does many of the manual work. So like in the answer, somebody mentioned that, okay, manual tasks. So even uh, in publishing and delivery, there could be multiple tasks which could be automated. Now, even there are many popular tools which have the AI versions now. So if I divide into different categories, then probably enterprise TikToks, knowledge bases, and yes, again, disclaimer, this is not a complete list. There could be many more. Okay. Developer docs, then AI first publishing. So different kind of tools are there, and probably you can also, if you are using any of these tools, okay, I think Oxygen XML is missing here. Oxygen XML, but as far as I understand till date, Oxygen XML is providing one option for AI, but I think still they're calling it beta version. So probably that's why we haven't checked. But yeah, one of the presenters have before given a presentation on that. And then for Matcaflare and other popular tools, already you know the name. For knowledge base, there's Confluence, and plus there are others. Okay, so as you know, everything is having at least one AI extension. Some of them are having in the beta phases, some of them are having in the final phase. So if any of these tools you are using, you should be aware about that. When it comes to developer docs or docs as code, then again, we have multiple options and we have AI plugins also. Yes, this part gets a bit technical, so you need to have a bit of technical knowledge to handle it. All I'm showing is that this is doable, and when I'm saying it is doable, it's not because I'm saying it. People have done it. Okay, and people are still doing it. So, yep. Then there are some tools called AI first publishing tools. So where you can directly use these tools and have their features. All these, there are links available on the you can Google the links, and in case you don't find the links, you can let me know and I will let you know the links. Okay, those were the processes from planning to publishing. Apart from that, else do you need? Leaders will need content strategy, leaders will need analytics, especially, and even senior technical writers will need. So for that also, you have different kind of tools. And here I have a bit more description. So if we just talk about content strategy and planning, yes, none of them I have used. Just a disclaimer, but yeah, I have talked to leaders who are using it. So content strategy and planning, these are the tools some of them have been using. For content performance and analytics, Google Analytics, I think most of you will be knowing, and there are some other tools also. And as I said, we will be sharing the list, so don't worry about reading it all. For search and feedback intelligence, Algolia probably some of you might have heard, and then of course there are others. So, uh, and then we come to the last part, which is for formatting and design. What do you use for formatting and design for visuals and all? Okay, so there are Canva, all of you know, but yeah, apart from Canva in technical documentation world, probably Canva is not so popular, but there are others. So you might be knowing that draw.io, in case you don't know, it's a free version, draw.io, and in one way people say it's a replacement of Microsoft Visio. Those who are interested in drawing and all. And then AutoDraw from Google you must have heard of. And of course, for other tools there are AI features. You can go ahead and plan. So those are the list of tools. These benefits I don't need to mention. I'm sure all of you already know, and many have already used these in their presentations. Just this thing I would like to say. If you think and if you're bothered about AI, this has been the evolution of technical writing in general. Long ago, we were into narrative writing world. Then, when especially with software and all in 1960s, IBM, MITs and all, they researched customer requirements, and that's how the technical writing world came into picture as a separate field. We heard about information mapping, then minimalism, then we settled onto topic-based authoring, which many think it's data. Topic-based authoring is bigger than data. Okay, yes, data uses topic-based authoring, and now in today's world, AI-based authoring. This is where we are. Get used to it. This is for certain, it's not going to replace you. But yeah, if you don't get used to it, then of course you're not leaving any scope for anyone. So please upskill yourself. There are so many options in terms of tools and all, but you need to learn, you need to practice, you need to see the usability, and you need to showcase to the organization how can they save money using that, and at the same time, how can they use their skills in other things. Other things, when I say, yes, related to technical documentation only. I'm not talking about anything. Now, the last part, challenges and considerations. Yes, these are some of the popular things you must have heard of. Ethics and IP. I think our next session by Suyog will be on this ethics, so you can learn more from it. So all these challenges are there, but at the same time, if you are very happy about those LinkedIn pieces where people just say and blast AI, oh AI is this, AI is that, AI is too bad, AI can't be reliable. Fine, whatever. It's not reliable, but it's popular and it's going to remain popular. So please get used to it. Don't just be happy with those jokes. Future workflow, what I understand is there will be conversational documentation, there will be AI-driven personalization, and then autonomous doc maintenance also. And I think some of these probably yesterday when some of the sessions we saw the tools demo and all also. Some of those you saw how the tools are doing it and how they can do it, right? So yeah, we are in the era where we need to work with the tools and still we need to show some upper hand. So please get ready with that. Those are the tools that I could figure out for you, and we will be sharing that with you. So thank you for listening. That's all. Anybody has any question? If I do have time, Preeti, for questions.
We
I'll
have two questions. Vamshi has a question. Doc 360 for publishing dynamic Delphi. Can you please give an example of AI's role here?
Doc 360. Unfortunately, when I used Doc 360 almost 6, 7 years ago, when they were starting, they never had this feature, and I never got an opportunity again to use that. So I won't be able to comment on that. But yeah, anybody here in the audience who has used Doc 360 can answer this. Feel free. Anybody in the audience? First-hand information with
Yes.
Document 360.
Hi, Punit, can you hear me?
Yes.
Hi, Shahana here. Um, so we were actually testing out new sort of authoring tools, and which is why I kind of came across Doc 360. We were planning to make a shift. And at that time, so when I tested out, there is actually an inbuilt sort of AI bot that Dot360 has. So you can actually generate content per page based on like really basic prompts and the older content that page has. Or you can even generate new content with their inbuilt AI bot. So you can do that as well. And I think they also have some agentic AI when it comes to their review process as well, which is also within the tool.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
Thank you for the information, Shana. So hope Vamsi that answers your question.
Yeah.
Okay.
We, we have a question from Punit. Are there any tools that you may have explored for instructional designing?
Oh no, I never did that. But yeah, in general, I know and Articulate 360 is the most popular one. That's what I know. There are other tools, but otherwise, I don't have much experience in ID. I think
Thank,
Suyog has answered it already. Figma.
thank you. Shrikant has a question. What do you think is the best AI tool for creating illustrations?
Best AI tool. Look, there are many AI tools. Say, if you just talk about AI tools outside technical documentation world, I was very tempted to use that tool called Midjourney in my slide. But Midjourney, Microsoft Designer, they haven't still reached that phase where it can help technical documentation. They are good for other tools. So right now I will go back to draw.io, or probably Canva is also doing a good job these days.
Thank you, Punit. I think we are done with the questions.